My name is Sander Singer. I'm a pilot who wants to share his story. Join me on this journey of aviating life.
Hi guys, welcome back. It's a brand new day, as you may see. It got a little late last time, which is why we decided to continue our progress today. But before we can start, we need to first clear out the workshop. Patrick is running late, but in the meantime, let me give you an overview of what we're trying to accomplish today. So what we did last time was disassemble the elevator. Now upon taking them apart, what we realized is that we will need a ton of new bolts and screws to actually fix everything back up, which is why Patrick ordered these. Now with airplanes it's very special. You need a certain set of screws and a certain set of bolts to actually be allowed to put them on an airplane because they need to be certified with a number. So we ordered those up. It took a couple of days for them to arrive. Patrick will hopefully have them packed up as he comes in the next couple of minutes. What we'll do upon his arrival is screw together the elevator and fix the tail section up, check it out, see if anything's broken with it, if it needs any sort of work, and if it doesn't, actually reassemble that on the aircraft, write a report about everything we've done, and then continue to actually take the ailerons off of the wings of that plane and then take those into the workshop and again make a whole process of cleaning them, checking them over, and then if they're all cool and don't need any repairs, putting them back on the airplane. So hopefully, possibly, that's what we're going to be doing today. We'll see how far we get in the process. Here he is, the man himself! So guys, we have a little bit of unboxing to do. Check this out, the screws have arrived. These are 55 euros worth of screws. What in the actual fuck? You guys see this, right? 55 fucking euros. This is what you get, come on. Now we do have another mystery package here, guys. Patrick ordered this up without me even knowing what's inside, so he's going to unpack this.
Bags.
Woo! Plastic bags! What? So we cleaned up the joints. The next step is to put in the old bolts, which we also cleaned with new nuts, and then rejoin the two pieces finally, and put in safety pins. So join us, the man, the myth, the legend. Oh man. So guys, after about 1.5 hours of work, we finally finished our elevator. It's incredible how long this took, facing the fact that these are only 3 screws which we needed to tighten. The reason being is that all of the small parts that we needed to fit together were just slightly misaligned, and that led us towards having to work on every single screw and every single nut to actually get everything fitting and together. But now we're all tightened back up and she works like a charm, so we're real happy. What we're doing right now is taking out the cotter pin on our rudder to detach the entire rudder and have a good look at it. We have to detach 3 of those in total, one over here, the one here, and then this one here. And then there's another hole right up there where there's another screw that we need to loosen up, and then we can take the entire rudder out to have a look at it, clean it up, write our report about it. So we successfully screwed all 3 of the bottom screws off. Now you see both cables hanging here, and these are for the rudder. If you kick the pedals in the cockpit, this is what moves and pulls the rudder towards either side. Then this moves, and now it's only resting on this hinge right here and another one up there. which we are now going to loosen up and then take the entire rudder off, which is actually quite a large piece, so it might be really interesting. As you can see, there's no bolt on this one. So this is basically like a door hinge. All we need to do is lift this up and out, and hopefully it should come loose then. So here we are. The rudder is off, and we were surprised about how light it actually was. Patrick is holding it right here. His guess is about 2 kilograms, mine is below 1 kilogram. It's extremely lightweight, which is actually quite amazing. So here's our rudder in all its beauty, and what we'll do is check out several things. We'll be checking if these are correctly mounted and tight in the way they should be. We'll clean parts like these here up, the two hinges which actually hold the whole rudder on the aircraft, and we'll check over to make sure whether there's any small damage, any of these pressure holes that aren't clear, because these are actually important to enable an airflow between the inside of each piece we're talking about and the outside altitude the aircraft is traveling at. What would happen if these weren't free of any debris or dirt? Then we'd have a different pressure between the inside of the parts of our aircraft and the outside, the altitude we're flying at. What would actually happen upon reaching higher altitudes is the aircraft would expand due to a higher pressure on the inside, because it's still acquainted to the pressure which was on the ground, which is obviously higher than the pressure at a higher altitude. And then when you land, the opposite occurs, is that the aircraft is depressurized on the inside and there's more pressure on the outside than on the inside, and everything's compressed inwards. Now this is material stress you don't want to have happening, so we try to prevent that by keeping these holes clean. Okay, hands away. Ah, damn, Patrick was closer. So both ailerons are off the aircraft, and we're taking them up to the workshop now to do some work on them. So we've got our ailerons in the workshop now, as you can see behind me, and we're closing up the shop for tonight. This is, without you knowing, this is the third night now that we're working on this. We just didn't finish last night. It got way late, so we had to come back today, but hey, we're making progress. Yeah, we'll stack them up on the wall now, and then we'll have our guy come in to check everything out, and make sure we're doing fine. We had to take the elevator apart again, because we need to check a certain part on that once more. We'll explain that to you in the next vlog, I guess. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, it's Sander signing off.